All right, here we are out in the woods in the old homestead, and I've been wanting to try this viral tree cutting technique for a while now. So here we go. We're going to set the camera up off to the side, and y'all get to see if I can make it happen. Cut the face off of that. Oh yeah, this chain does not want to cut that. Don't know where the camera cut off. The SD card said it was full, so I had to go in and delete some older footage. As you can see, I've made a couple of my cuts here. Still have some cuts left to make. Bringing these down, and then we got to cut our 2 cuts right there that go all the way through to open that up. And we'll cut our wedge there, and then cut the back, and then we have to cut the sides into right here, allowing that to separate. We'll see how it goes. Worst case, we just cut the tree down. If this just doesn't work out, we're still cutting the tree down, right? We're committed. We cut the tree, it's dying. So, and it's just a pine. I can't stand these things. I got plenty of them. And the chainsaw decided it wants to take a break. We'll let it do that. And we'll be back in time to make these other cuts. Hopefully before this tree decides to fall on its own. Hopefully it won't. Alright, there's our cutouts as prescribed by the other videos. Some of these were just made so I could get in there and take the face off. That way we didn't have to cut quite so deep. I wish I'd have started with that. But here we go. We're going to cut it here, cut a wedge out, cut the back side, and then we're going to cut in from the sides and let it fall. All right. Gotta make that cut up, make them connect. Then we'll cut side, side, back, or back and then side, side. All right, we're going. A little nervous. My exit's that way. Remind me of that. Exit's that way. Not the camera, not the camera! Oh, that was a good one. Yes! I said not the camera for a reason. The last time I cut down a tree on a video, the camera bit the big one. So here we go. The technique does somewhat work. I suspected that, I'll show you later, the pine over here would block the fall. I started with it angled a little closer to a little live oak I wanted to keep, but I suspected the pine would push this one over, and it did. And so I'll show you the broken limp branch, and we just brushed the oak a little bit. So up there, that pine branch broke. It brushed those branches there on the oak and landed right where we wanted it. Whew. That was exciting. So it worked. It did work. That cut there was almost useless, but the side cuts did their job. Whew.